I feel like it should have been so much better. But oh my god, the match is quick. Sorry, Zivo. We did not get too much time on the screen. I was just yapping. But Zivo, come on, do the honors.
Oh, well, it's completely fine, Ray. I'm excited to see in heaven if they have a plan for having a comeback, or will Armageddon get the clean sweep like we saw in the previous two matches. But yes, I will leave the match details and everything to both of you. So I'll be signing off for now and hope to see you guys back in some minutes.
Let's go. Let's go into the game number 2. Let's see if Team in Heavens are able to strike back, given the fact that they are no less as well. I am curious to know though, now that Armagaddon Esports on the blue side, they have banned up the Fanny. Interesting choice, but I don't recall anyone playing, especially Full Metal though, playing the Fanny.
Maybe it's just a precaution, you know? Maybe they are
Possibly.
not. Maybe there's a substitute, or maybe there's someone new in the lineup, because it could be there is a Fanny user that we don't know of. So yeah, it makes sense. Okay, in heaven, immediately banning out the Phobius, because I know the Suyo is the spotlight stealer and Phobius was the kill stealer. But the real thing was actually the Phobius. He was so tanky in front that they had to waste out so many resources just to take him down. And also, he was a big, massive obstruct to the Harris as well. So they had to ban him out, I understand. But honestly, I feel like they could have picked it up for themselves. Or maybe they're not that comfortable with the Phobius. I'm not really sure, because I feel like you should be.
True. You know, I feel like giving out the Phobius was just one of the bad things that Team in Heavens have done. But this game around, I feel like, yep, the Phobius ban really speaks for itself. They just don't want to make the same kind of a mistakes. Hayabusa out, Fanny out. Maybe the Joy could be next if we are going in that series for side of Team Armageddon. But the Zushin is still open. I want to see
Nobody picked up
Ryota
last
picking up.
game.
Yeah, I do. I know, right? Even I have seen Ryota play the Zushin, but why not capitalize it? Maybe this game, I feel like it is going to be a Zushin game.
Possible. I think the last game they just wanted to go for the range combo, which is the Federer Airstrike and the Rhapsody. You know, Granger and Farsa just spamming their ultimates, having that overall zone out possible, and of course forcing them to go back from every possible objective and burst them down as well. This time around, though, I feel like maybe the lineup will change. Florin is left out open, so maybe they can go for the first pick Florin and just leave the rest to in heaven to bite into the bait. Because let's see, I think a Florin first pick is going to be really good, but hey, just like you mentioned, if there's a healer, the Baksha will just come first, maybe. So I think it's either going to be a Florin or a Baksha if it's not getting banned out. Zushin first pick, I'm a little skeptical for a simple reason. Armageddon is not drafting around their mid lane. Okay, they ban out. Oh, what is this? They just make it easy. This should be a Florin game. 100% auto lock Florin. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. There's the Zushin, there's Florin, the Suyu still open, Suyu last game. Banger performance. But this game around, I feel like they'll just leave it to the mid game,
Yeah.
like the second phase, most likely. But as Baksha is off, there could be a in for the Fredrin as well. The Fredrin Florin combo. Come on, Armageddon Esports. You guys can
Florin, come
actually pull
on.
up that.
It's 100% Florin. There's no way you're not picking up a Florin right now, because it is the absolute best. Pick up the Florin, you can go for anyone. You can go Xborg, because Xborg shield will not pop off due to the heals that you're giving him. He will stay more onto the battlefield, more uptime. But going for the Lucas, respect Wazzy, he's basically the top jungler right now. So I get it. But in heaven, come on. Right now you have the chance to push back with the Fredrin and Florin combo, the FF, and make it juicy. But
Oh, possible.
nah. Carry is not the counter for healing, because carry's burst is not enough. Unless they might be a little scared of course, Ito.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Maybe a Granger could really fit in very, very well. But for In Heavens, I feel like the marksmen, though, if they have to capitalize, they had it. Now that they can, the 4 years are out of the picture. There's a very less chance that Minsitar would be there. Like this is like a 0.001%. But okay, In Heavens going in for their jungler pick as well. I feel like that was not necessary for them to pick up the jungler quite early on, but securing that joy for themselves is just so good for them, because I did wanted to see the joy onto the ban in the place of the Matilda, so I think they really caught on that. But oh, Granger is here, Granger is there, no more Harriet. Interesting, but Team Armageddon can capitalize that Harriet. If they do, it's going to be a early game. Yep, they did. They go for that Harriet. They go for the Badang as well. But Badang really looks good though. You can limit the possibility of the joy just moving around. Don't you think so, Ray?
I was chugging down a whole gallon of water. Just kidding. I don't drink that much water. If I did, I would be shaped like Peter. And I think not who is Peter, guys. Peter. I think you can get the reference. But overall, I was expecting a Florian really, really much, but I kind of see why no. For a simple reasons, both of these teams seem to be going more for the engage as well as initiation kind of roam, and Florian is just not it. So they're like, hey, we are gonna go for the Badang and just leave that rest to it, right? And also, there comes the chip as well. Funny enough, the Badang actually works really good against the chip, especially if you're together, because he's just an anti-disengage, re-engage tool.
True. Chip. Team in Heavens are really updated with the meta as of now. There's very, very few teams who are still picking up the chip, which is interesting to see. But again, I want to see the chip, catching the Harriet off guard. I want to see the chip catching the Barang off guard as well. Putting up the Barang, especially when he's caught out of the team fight. Team in Heaven, that's a green light for them to just go in all in for them, but no flooring game for us, Ray.
I think this Badang is a roam on his way. I don't think it's gonna be a, you know, EXP Badang. I feel like it's most likely going to be into the roam for the chip. But hey, maybe they just want to be sure, they don't want to risk too much healing because they already banned out the Baxia. They cannot really rush anti-heal too much because once the Florian starts snowballing, the Florian composition team starts snowballing, it's really hard to go back unless you're absolutely able to annihilate the Florian yourself. But they do have the joy, so I'm not really sure why they decided like they are a little bit afraid of the Florian. They could have banned out a possible mid lane contender because the Farsa still left out open, Zushin still left out open, and the Louis left out open as well, which is absolutely perfect for Armageddon to just pick it up right now and just make sure that Chip doesn't get to shine even a single minute into the game.
Okay. I like how the draft's going in. They just made sure to get all the counters out of the way, which is a good sign. But for the side of Team Armageddon as well, they are doing the same. Oh, finally, we are looking at the Zushin getting banned. It's been such a long, long time, I feel like the Zushin should have been prioritized this game as well. The Zushin could have been such a good pick, but they did not go in for that. Back into the picking phase. Katut Kacha once again. Katut Kacha last game was a little bit dicey though, given the fact that he was quite aggressive and he just popped his revitalize as soon as possible. So I wanted to see some kind of a AOG place coming in, which was not very much visible.
Honestly, it's just a simple fact that I feel like Gatot responsibility. I told you there was Louis coming. My wife might be banned, but your wife is open. Hey, look, they're standing right, above and below each other. But yeah, overall, the glue is gonna be really, really nice. It might be a bait pick to force In Heaven to pick up the Vexana right now, but okay. Not sure about this in any possible way, honestly. I'm not a huge fan of it, but hey, if it's a really good slingshot Florin as a I'm still thinking about Florin Novaria main, I think it's a good one, but just to check out the bushes for the diversion, this is not honestly a good pick, the Novaria. And yeah, I'm a huge simp for Florin, Kalia, Zushin, every almost everyone. But yeah, I'm keeping Louis vacant for Peachy, guys. So yeah.
Leave something for me to also, Ray.
Yeah, it is obviously your Bay your Bay Luo Bay or Bay
Oi.
Yi.
Yes, sir.
But yeah,
I
overall, again, I'm a little skeptical about In Heaven's draft. I feel like the Vexana was right there, or maybe a Foramis for anything. They did not commit to it. I just don't get it. The Vexana would have been so juicy because people underestimate the Vexana against the glue, but let me tell you, once glue becomes those little babies with the grab, let me tell you, he gets one-shotted. And he even one-shots its team. It is disgusting what a Vexana's Netherwing passive can do. And that's why I feel like the Vexana was so much juicy here, but they did not go for it. They went in for the Novari. I see the vision. It's for the poke, it's for the range, and it's to make sure they get the vision on the bush. And Ryota doesn't get to make the diversion plays, but let's see how good it would be in execution. Because, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game number 2 between Armageddon and In Heaven, leading with 1 pointer. And of course, into the casting desk is myself, Ray, and joined is obviously the beautiful lady Peachy herself. And we have another one, our host Zero, waiting from the sidelines, watching from the backseat. But let's see how this game goes. Overall, I'm a little skeptical about the mid lane. What about you, Peachy?
Billie Jean definitely went in for that MPL pick, which is quite rare. But look at that, the shots are really coming in for him. So
I would love
to
it,
yeah, I want to see how much damage he actually deals at the end of the match. But as of now, look at the position of the Joy. He is all there to steal every single creep, making sure that Lucas won't be getting any. Taking such small creeps, it really shows a lot. It really shows that you are very well aware where the Lucas is going around. If the Lucas was on that side and the Joy was at the same, it could have been a problem. But onto the bottom lane, I do see Petrovsky's Fairchild moving away from the danger.
I want to see the first blood, and I have a massive feeling it's gonna be the chip because they are really trying to make sure that he doesn't get the level 4 because of course the chip level 4 is the main tragedy and they just want to make sure to avoid it. Look at them, they're already going in. The chip.
Oh, look at that. Now, Ricky's trying to deliver that taunt, but Full Metal tries to take down Ryota, but unable to do so. There is Fame, who's just still working around, but Paul, though, makes a split very quickly, trying to move away. And Fame is there to protect him, so I don't think he will be taken down. But the first turtle is here.
First turtle is here, and this time around though, it looks like In Heaven is the first one to respond to it, but Lucas comes in. Does he have enough sacred energy? Oh, he does not. It's a free turtle. It's a free turtle.
Oh.
That kind of costed them, that first engage because they did not get the kills. Let's see. Oh. No, they're not gonna do it. But yeah, this is actually one of the issues with Lucas, that In Heaven, I don't know if it was by luck. I feel like it was strategy overall, because if you exhaust his red bar, which is the sacred mana, he basically cannot become the beast form, and without beast form Lucas cannot come in for any engages. So it was smart in a way if they can keep on continuing, and I think they will. Bottom lane, first blood.
We were moving down, but the damage is still there. Split onto Full Metal. Paul, looking quite low, will be taken down. Double kill picked up by this Joy. In Heavens, yet again, with the early game snowball onto their hands. Now, this is looking interesting, given the fact that they have that early game damage. They have that early game heroes. The Novaria, the Joy. The Joy is the main one. Come on, guys.
Yeah, the Joy is proven. They are really dead set on the chip. I understand it, but I feel like their obsession might be getting a little far. There comes the fisting.
That's true, that's true. Top lane Fame will be taken down. Metalski's Faith Child, that would be the one, but he will
Boom.
be falling down. AOG
Bam.
on the members, especially
Pow.
the right now, but Billie Jean did not get the shot. Etho tries looking quite low. There's Spit coming in at the right moment. He is a remarkable marksman, definitely taking down double kill, making sure that his team wins out the trade.
You know, so far, I think Armageddon is making the mistake. Oh, they want to go for the Novaria, but Billie Jean gets with the flicker. Overall, I feel like Armageddon is focusing a little bit too much on the chip. I get it, because the chip is the one who will basically call the whole team if he's on danger with the panic pick, the panic clicking of the ultimate, right? But he can just decide to not do it. And that's what happens on the top lane. Because of it, the rest of the team just came in manually, and it was not expected by them, and they got rendezvous on the wrong spot. Right now, 1-5 in heaven, doing so much better than the previous game. Novaria's presence so far is providing the utility, and she's doing a really good job at it. But Chip coming in from the back end. Let's see, Josie this time around. Shortcut.
But will be the first one to fall down, but Full Metal at the back lane as a 1v1 against the junglers, but into the front lane I do see double kill picked up by Spid, but Spid will be shut down. Paul doing the God's work. I really like how he's marking down the Granger, especially, and making sure Armagaddon Esports, In Heaven would be the one taking this turtle for themselves. But Billy Harris, that's also really looking quite expensive for him, given the fact that he is out of the space. He is all alone. Rota just jumps.
Oh, damn.
And he's so wise. He's so wise to look another day.
That Tornado Eye came in clutch, was able to save him from getting taken down, but overall the score is 2-4-8. The goal lead of 3000 under 6 minutes in heaven this time around have the early game, have created the snowball effect, and it's really working out well. If they can maintain this frequency, they have Spit onto the goal lane, who is doing a phenomenal job right now. And a diversion into the bottom lane. They look like they want to go for Full Metal, not Alchemist. It is Joy, but she has the dashes.
Yep,
She can get away.
This is what I'm talking about. The limited moments from this Badang is really going to question. But wait a minute! Joy just got teleported. The shot was really coming in through, but Ricky would be the one falling down. That would be Full Metal surviving with full HP. But Etho though just gets a taste of that Sky Piercer. But at the same time, that is Paul all alone trying to, make sure the turret survives. But that is not a option for him. He has to let that go.
Overall, just like I mentioned, the Granger snowball is just disgusting. Once you start it, it's so hard to defeat it. The only way you can do it if the Granger makes a mistake, coming in a little bit too deep. Because, recently I actually played him after a very long while, and I just decimated my opponents for no reason, because this guy is a menace. Build Sky Piercer and just boom, bam, pow, just keep spamming it, and you're just good to go. And unless there's someone who can catch you, who is of course the Lucas right now, but there's another engage coming in. Spit, killing spree.
Fame would be going down. That would be Rota with the yin and yang combo, but Spit is on there at this chip. Not a good option, not a hero choice, but the turtle will be spawned. You're talking about the last turtle so far. Will In Heavens go in for that? Armagaddon Esports, they are okay with losing the neutral objectives, but as of now, they are just very pushed back with the goal difference as well as the turrets as well.
In heaven, they had GRG, right? Is Full Metal GRG? I think it is. That's why the Fanny ban is coming in. Okay, they're going for a diversion into the top lane. Fame, just checking out the bushes. But is that a good decision? Because Flicker.
He is already 50% low, but Chip tries to jump in. Not a good option, but I think Etho should also move back. Now that the turtles are out of the way, it's going for the Lord. Full Metal, first game, Retribution on point. Second game also, it's really looking good. The second turtle, when there was a contest, but he knows. He knows he cannot make the play all alone just because of that low E. Low E with the diversions, but will they be actually making it? Ryota still thinking about that.
Absolutely, and also right now, the gold difference is just climbing a little bit too much for Armageddon to really take it. because Spit so far has only been taken down once, and it was because of Salted Ball. And right now he's not able to get on top of him anymore. Oh, Granger looks like he's gonna get caught. I cursed it, maybe.
No way, Granger
Rose
though,
gold
he
clutch.
does have the rose gold meteor, but he will be taken now. That will be the fall for you. And the Fame tries to move back with a sliver of HP. Ryota will be in that midst of that full metal, tries to get in. EOG doesn't connect there quite well. The flickers will be used every single possible. Zaman Force is there. Harith's trying to deal damage, but no, Harith is too behind. Betoski Space Child would be the last person to fall down in this team fight.
I find it funny that Spit has been taken down twice by Ball. It's like he needs to stay away from the glue at any cost. But overall, I feel like Spit, that positioning was really horrendous. Because why would you go alone into the bush? Like, he went in alone in this bush. That is not a good thing you should do as a marksman, especially when there's a Luoi. 100% of the time, any bush, if there's a Luoi, there's a chance that there's someone there. He should have at least used the first skill to just check the bush. He did not do it. He went in blind, got fisted by the Badang against the wall, and obviously there was a glue on top of him. Even if the rose gold kicked in, he was able to survive for a few seconds. When the glue was on top with so much AoE damage in the team fight, he just got taken down by his own team. And I feel like he just needs to avoid that thing. Oh, full metal. No, that was just a warning. Just a diversion, diverting the attention from In Heaven. Let's see what happens. But overall, yeah. Spit almost threw the chance they had, but they're back into the motion. Let's see if they can do it right now. Yep, they got the Lord.
In Heavens, look at that. Now that the shortcut is there, the Zaman Force Ito trying to deal so much damage. Full metal will be shut down. That will be Ryota who takes the kill, but at the same time, Josie, let's not forget, the Luke is still dealing so much damage. Wait a minute, he goes to the Spit. Spit will be spitted out, and that would be Team Armagaddon Esports winning up the trade. Almost giving a wipeout, but wait a minute, Billie Jean.
Yeah,
no
he
way.
is.
No way. He just survives. But Ito is so low.
After a Lord, a team fight, you have a 60 to 70% chance of losing it. In Heaven, they were doing everything right, but when they took the Lord, they kinda threw it from their hands. Because if they just played the patient game, top lane, Lucas might be in danger. The whole gang pulls up.
Yes. This is what the chip is for. Taking out members. Surprisingly, I really love this kind of a chip plays.
Yeah, that's how you're actually supposed to utilize the chip. And that's why I really highly advise not going for split pushes. If you have a Luoi, make sure you have the Luoi with you all the time. Because if you're split pushing, at least she can take you away from the chip, But AOG comes in, Ito cornered in the zone. But dashes away from the trouble. But Badang!
Setup coming in for this guy, but the members are looking quite low from the side of Team Armagaddon Esports, but they're still fighting. Fame still in the battlefield. Shortcut is there. That gives an immobilization effect. But wait a minute.
Back a line, Lucas.
It's the diversion plays. Oh my god, what a diversion play coming in! But Josie will be taken another with this double kill for the Spit, trying to go in for more. Ryota is all alone. Ito is at the back lanes, trying to deal so much damage. They're all alone, and a triple kill for this Granger, and that's an absolute wipeout.
Full Metal just got executed by a turret. He got a little bit too excited. But overall, In Heaven is able to push Armageddon into a game number 3, forcing a game 3 after all, which basically means either of these teams will be the first one to go into the 2-1 bracket. Not a clean sweep, 2-1 bracket. In Heaven, gotta give out to them. And I feel like this time around, Armageddon's draft was decent, but yeah, the Granger, this guy is nasty. Alright, this guy refuses to go down from the meta. For 2 seasons, he has absolutely decimated what the goal lane is right now. And into the right hands, this guy is a beast. And Ito proved it in the first game, and right now Spit is proving into this game. And I feel third game, nobody's gonna get his hands on the Granger. It's getting banned out. There's just no way. Overall, this was a great game. Fame, a lot of great engages.